Hi, I'm Dr. Nixon with Healing Peak Regenerative Medicine, and as many of you know, I spend most of my time helping people get their lives back through regenerative injection therapy, which is prolotherapy and platelet-rich plasma therapy to grow cartilage back so that they can start doing the things they love again. And there's a large component of my practice and many of these videos that address life changes so that either before these injections are performed or once they're performed, that patient can continue to live a limitless lifestyle according to whatever it is that they want to be doing. And a large part of that comes with learning how to change your habits. And recently, a really incredible book has come across my path, and many of you may have heard of it as I have been asking patients about it these past couple of weeks. Many people have heard of it and have it on their library list to check out, but it's apparently quite difficult to get. I really want to encourage people to just buy this book because it is a nice resource to have and to own, and I think throughout your life, once you read it, you will probably want to reference the book multiple times or reread it. And that book is called Atomic Habits by James Clear. And when I am helping people regain their lives or eliminate pain or heal from autoimmune conditions, a lot of it has to do with changing some things on a day-to-day basis that are I don't know that I want to say difficult, but it is difficult to change your diet if you've been eating one way your whole life, or you've always been very particular about the foods you like or eat, or your habits, or giving up things that seem like they're impossible to give up, even though it may mean dramatic changes for your health, and it's hard to see what the result or outcome is going to be when you're living in that place. And Atomic Habits actually outlines how to take a look at things that are happening automatically in your day-to-day life and then dissecting those, labeling them as neutral, good, or bad, and then ways to bring awareness to those bad habits so that you can start to change them. The idea being that even just a small change in your day-to-day life changes your trajectory dramatically from where you were going to where you will go if you make these small changes. And he uses the analogy, which I really loved and I think is so accurate, that when a plane takes off, from across the country and it's headed, let's say, towards New York, and it makes just this minute change in trajectory, like a 3% change on takeoff, that lands it in like Washington, D.C., somewhere completely different because of how that shift was. So that small change over a long period of time or over a lot of miles creates a massive change. And I love that, and I think Atomic Habits really outlines how to be successful and approach life in that way, so that if you have struggled in the past with making positive change in your daily life or your lifestyle habits, this is the book to get. I honestly feel like it should be required reading for all my patients, and so I just wanted to discuss that today. And so when you are considering when you're considering, like, I'm going to go on a diet, for example, like I'm going to do like this 30-day challenge, or I'm going to do 30 days of working out, but then what? Right? And so the whole premise of this book is to look at, okay, well, if it's your goal to lose 30 pounds, to change your idea around that and say, okay, what would a person who's going to lose 30 pounds do for the rest of their life, right? Trying to become the identity of the person who would accomplish those goals versus just focusing on the goal, because once that goal is met, it's like kind of like, then what, right? And I think this is a really important way to strategize how to create a really sustainable change in your life so that you stop doing the yo-yo dieting and you stop doing yo-yo weight loss programs or yo-yo exercising, and that you're just doing something simple every day to get you to the place that you want to go. And that, having patience with yourself and faith in that process, that if you do that, there will be massive returns on that investment. So if you have not, this is just a big plug about habit change. And the first thing in the book to do is to write down your daily habits, like from start to finish in one day. Like you wake up, you turn off your alarm, you take a shower, you check your phone, whatever those are, make the list and then mark them as negative or positive or neutral. And then kind of look at that and say, okay, how do I change these negatives to a positive or stop doing that negative, bringing awareness to it. So that's step one in changing your habits, is bringing awareness to both your good and bad habits. And you can get the book on Audible. You can buy the book in paperback. You can get it on YouTube. So check it out. Big plug for Atomic Habits. Awesome book. And for those of you who know me, I'm all about, positive change in your life and positive growth and making those changes and that growth sustainable for the rest of your life so that you can have freedom in whatever it is that you choose to have freedom in. Thanks so much. Have a great day.